Hey, I'm going to need you to sleep in the kitchen during the memorial services this week.
Oh, yay! That's fantastic.
What are you going on about? You can use the blow-up mattress. It leaks and is lumpy, but it works a little. I don't want the good linens to get dirty, so you can use that old ratty blanket in the closet.
Is that going to be okay? Woohoo! Can't wait!
What on earth?
I'm just feeling lucky to have such a wonderful mother-in-law. You're so sweet to take such good care of me.
Is that right? I'm sweet. Do you really think so?
You're such a sweet mother-in-law. You don't even feel like an in-law at all. To be fair, I didn't really enjoy being pushed down the stairs because it hurt. But you can be tougher on me. Come on, give me what you got.
Are you okay? You don't seem it. Whatever. Our family has a rule that new daughters-in-law sleep in the kitchen during family gatherings. It's a tradition.
Even though I'm your first daughter-in-law? I mean, Cole is an only child after all.
It's what we are doing moving forward. It's my house, so the rules are whatever I say that they are.
Okay then, if you say so.
You need to wake up before everyone else comes down in the morning. You can tidy away your bedding and make breakfast for everyone. A lot of family are going to be in town for the service, and many of them will be staying with us. I'm leaving the kitchen in your hands. You'll need to make meals for about 20 people all 3 days that you're here.
Yes, ma'am!
It's been a year since my husband died. It feels like the funeral was only yesterday, and it's important to me that this family reunion go perfectly. If you mess anything up, you're going to have him rolling in his grave. I'll throw you in the well! I swear it!
Oh, scary. I've seen a well in a horror movie before, but never in real life.
I'm tired. Just remember what I've told you. You've got your instructions, so you know where to sleep.
Absolutely. I'm excited. It sounds fun. Sleep in the well. Got it. I'll be prepared for it.
What are you talking about? I didn't say you had to sleep in the well. If you went in there, we'd never get you out.
Oh my gosh, just listen to you. You're so funny. I can't stop laughing.
You're an odd one. I think you're a little bit crazy. Are you going soft in the head? Either way, I'll be using you in the kitchen, so you need to be prepared to cook.
Heck yeah! Aye aye, Captain!
I hate to ask, but what is this? You have the strangest way of saying things. It's a bit much.
I was thinking to try to be more like a soldier this year. Last year, I was like a courtesan.
I have no idea what that even means. You are so strange.
I can use the kitchen freely, right? It won't be a problem. Do whatever I need to.
It won't be a problem at all.
Roger that. Leave it to me.
Can't you talk like a normal person for even a moment?
If I'm talking to a normal person, I'll speak like a normal person.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Eek! I think I need to be a little more careful.
Okay, that's it. What is going on?
I'm just so nervous. You're my mother-in-law. I respect you so much. It makes it hard to text you. I get flustered.
Really? I suppose that's fine then.
Yes, really. Also, I wanted to check with you. What about groceries? I'll need supplies to cook for everyone.
You should go get them yourself. You're doing the cooking. You should get the supplies.
Can I borrow your car then?
I don't think so. I might need it.
Yes, ma'am!
It's about a half-hour walk from the house to the market. You can handle that. You're young.
Oof, that's going to be a tough trip. That's a long way.
Once this is over, I'll consider you my daughter-in-law. Officially. I promise.
Really? You mean that? I'll do my best!
I am so looking forward to this. It's going to be fun.
My name is Kim. My husband Cole and I got married last year. I'm 31 years old and I'm new to his family. When we got married, Cole's mom was perfectly nice to me. I was trying to say something about her wedding gift, but I think I accidentally offended her. Little by little, I started to see her true nature. I had a big target printed on my back and she had her arrows ready. You know what they say in boxing? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. I feel the same way. I get excited when I have a real challenge. I can't wait to take my opponent down. I'm not about to lose a fight to another woman, even if it is his mom. I learned it from my grandma. She's still around too. What a tough old gal. So if the kitchen is going to be the place where everyone eats and I cook and live for a few days, so be it. It's an older house, but I can make that work. And there really was an old inflatable mattress and a stained and old ratty blanket waiting on me when we got there. She had put a nice guest room together that was supposedly for my husband and I. I guess it was her way of hiding what she was really up to.
Once my son goes to sleep, you need to go stay in the kitchen. And be quiet about it,
she whispered to me. I made the first night work and did as she asked. In the morning, I planned to go to the store and get some groceries. And that, my friends, is when the real trouble started.
I heard about your little incident from the neighbors. What a spectacle! They said that the bottom broke on the shopping bags you were using and all the groceries were rolling down the hill. Is that true? You are such an idiot. You know that. You always mess everything up.
The bag that broke was the one you lent me.
I've never had a problem with it before. I use it all the time. It probably wasn't big enough considering how much you had to buy.
All the eggs broke and a nasty alley cat managed to steal the fish I had bought. I guess I'm going to have to go back to the market.
Obviously. Good luck. Try to make it quick.
I spent about $500 on that first trip. Is there any chance I could get a little money to cover replacing the groceries?
Absolutely not.
Yes, ma'am.
You've got a job. Surely you can pay for groceries.
Okay, I got it. By the way, I'm itching all over. It's pretty bad.
That old blanket you're using is probably giving you a rash. I wouldn't be surprised if it has fleas.
But you're the one that gave it to me to sleep with.
I don't think I've washed that thing a single time since I bought it, and that was 30 years ago.
Really? Amazing! I guess the bugs out here in the sticks are really strong. The itching won't stop. It hurts!
That's delightful.
Speaking of things that hurt, there was a thumbtack in my shoe this morning. I don't suppose that was you?
Of course not.
No, of course not. There's no way you would do such a childish prank.
I would never do such a thing.
It totally stuck into my heel. I put all my weight on it, so it really jammed in there. Boy, does it hurt! I'm itchy and my foot is killing me. It's enough to drive a person crazy.
I can't help but enjoy this.
Is this sort of thing fun for you?
Usually life is so boring. I can't believe my luck. I'll never be bored with such a dummy for a daughter-in-law. This is great.
I'm glad to be helpful.
I'll be making dinner tonight, just so you know. I don't want Cole to think I'm using or abusing you.
You're covering your bases. Good for you.
You can take a break and rest up for tomorrow. It's going to be a busy day. Good luck getting any rest on that leaky old air mattress and that blanket. Ha Why hasn't anyone come? There isn't a soul here. And where the heck are you? Did you leave too? And what on earth has happened to my kitchen? Why am I so itchy? What is going on?
Calm down. You don't have to ask so many questions. I'll do my best to answer them in order, though.
Get on with it.
First things first, let's talk about why you are itching so much. So I switched out our blankets. I put the one you wanted me to sleep on in your duvet cover. I was just pretending to be itchy. I never slept on that horrible thing. Since you warned me about what you were doing, it made it easy to plan around it. Thanks for the tip. It worked out perfectly.
You mean I slept with that nasty blanket? Gross! That's disgusting!
I made sure your sheets were all the same and just slipped it into the cover. You never noticed a thing.
Don't toy with me! That's not funny!
Hey now, calm down! If that got you this worked up, you might have a stroke. There's a lot more coming.
What?
Let's see, what was next? You had so many questions.
Nobody has come to the family reunion! We were going to have a memorial for my husband today, and no one is here!
Ah, I see! Everyone is already here. It's quite a party. A real celebration of life.
Here? And where exactly is here?
We reserved his place and have been really having a blast here. Is there a problem?
Why didn't you tell me? No one told me! I should have been invited.
I'll cover that in a few minutes. There was something else, though. What was it?
My kitchen! What happened to my kitchen?
You told me I could use it how I saw fit, didn't you?
Did you need to spread all of my dishes out across the entire floor?
You could say that.
What are you trying to pull, you little rat?
Or maybe I should ask what you were trying to pull? What about Cole's inheritance?
Huh. What is that supposed to mean?
I'm on to you. You've been trying to hide your husband's will from Cole and your other relatives.
How would you know anything about that?
I understand he left behind about $2 million. That's quite a bit of money.
That's none of your business.
He was planning to donate half of that to the local orphanage. I've already told the director all about it.
You already told the director? He knows about it.
He planned to leave some things to Cole, too. But you lied to him, didn't you? You told him there was nothing left.
How did you find out about any of this?
I got a letter from your husband. It had all the details outlined.
What? A letter? What do you mean, a letter? When?
2 weeks ago.
How is that possible? He's been dead for a year. You must be mistaken.
He used a service to set up a last letter. It's a pretty cool idea, actually. You write a letter and they deliver it after your death. Cole received the letter the other day.
What did it say?
It's not good for anyone to have too much money. That's why I've decided to donate $1 million. Please divide the remaining money up between your mother and our relatives. I'd like you all to use the money for good.
I can't believe this.
Cole knew all about his father's plans for his inheritance and for the donation because of that letter. He actually came to town a day before we were supposed to. He met up with the director of the orphanage.
I thought he said he had just met up with some friends.
Cole said his dad used to visit the orphanage regularly before he passed away. I know he used to make toys for the kids and donate school supplies for them to use. Cole said he had never realized how much his father did for the kids there. He was crying because he was so proud of his dad.
I didn't know that either.
He had such beautiful intentions and you trampled all over them.
But it's such a waste. It's just giving away our money.
Cole was trying to give you a chance to do the right thing on your own. He waited until the last minute. But you never mentioned the money or any of his father's wishes. Not once. He's in total shock that you would lie about it.
Is that why you are having the reunion and the memorial without me?
If you aren't going to honor the wishes of the dead, why should you come to the memorial? We are trying to celebrate his life and all the good that he did. You are trying to erase it.
So are you going to just leave me out of everything?
You were so caught up in having fun being mean to me that you never even noticed what was going on around you. Cole made all the plans and took care of everything right under your nose. You could have been included if you cared enough. He's also spoken with a lawyer about this.
Oh no!
How much of the money is even left?
About 1.5 million.
Well, that's good. There's still enough to make the donation and to give Cole his portion. But that means you seriously spent $500,000 in a single year?
I thought I had so much money I could spend it how I wanted.
Wow. I can't believe you.
Don't take what's left from me!
What?
You can't know what it is like until you experience it yourself. Money comes and goes, just like that. It's all gone before you know it.
What did you spend it on?
I took a few trips. I bought some nice things for myself like jewelry and designer bags and shoes. Sometimes I went out to expensive dinners.
Wow. I see.
I'm not giving up a penny of it either. It's all mine. I'm not donating it, and I'm not giving any to Cole.
You are such a selfish old hag.
Excuse me.
You blew your way through $500K and you still want to keep the rest for yourself? Who do you think you are?
How dare you?
I can just hear how you were at the funeral. You cried and cried about how you had no money and no savings. You wailed like a banshee. You asked poor Cole to pay for the funeral. All of it. Or have you forgotten?
Well, I really didn't have any savings then.
And you wanted the flashiest funeral for him. The most expensive casket, tons of flowers, a full procession, everything. That funeral cost nearly $50,000 by the time everything was said and done. Who paid for the funeral home? The florist? The musicians? Who paid for all that?
It was Cole.
We had only just gotten married. We didn't have any money at all. We had to take out a loan to pay for everything. We really wanted to have kids soon, but I've been having to work hard just to pay all that money back. I was working myself to death to pay for everything, and you were out there just partying. Having a blast. I hope you're proud of yourself, you jerk.
Wait a minute.
You shut your mouth and wait a minute yourself. I hope you spend the rest of your life sleeping on that flea-infested blanket and counting your pennies just to get by. It would serve you right.
That's an awful thing to say.
It feels so good to get that off my chest.
I see.
After today, we aren't going to have anything to do with you anymore. So I can finally tell you exactly how I feel.
Don't cut me off!
I don't think I've ever met a more horrible or selfish woman in my entire life.
I'll give up the money. Everything that's left. Please just don't say that.
Why didn't your husband ever pass his will along to a lawyer? He should have left it with a legal team. Do you know why he asked for the letter to come to Cole now, nearly a year after his death? Do you have any idea at all?
I don't know. I can't think of a reason he would do that.
I think he did it to show Cole just what kind of person you really are. You had a chance to show him what kind of person you are too, you know. You could have done the right thing. But you didn't. And now your son knows all about you.
I suppose you could be right.
Cole told me that you haven't returned any of the money he received over the years as a kid either. You were the person in charge of his savings account as a kid. This was your last chance to give it to him, but you never mentioned it at all.
His childhood savings? That's so long ago.
You're selfish, you've got a bad attitude, and you've got a frightening mean face. Have you ever even once in your life done the right thing?
You've gone too far!
You just don't want to hear the truth.
This is all your fault. You're a horrible daughter-in-law. You've turned my son against me!
If you hadn't lied and had just done the right thing, you could have actually met your grandchild.
Are you pregnant? That's wonderful!
We haven't gotten pregnant yet.
What are you doing? Trying to make me think you're pregnant already is cruel. That's nothing to joke about.
We are finally going to be able to pay back that loan so we can finally start planning to start our family. And when we do have a baby, you will never meet them.
But I want to meet them! I'm giving the money back. Isn't that enough?
No thank you, you flea bag. I don't want my child to meet some scary witch like you.
I'll clean the house. You can have fresh bedding. I'll give you the best room in the house. Just come back.
Who cares about the house or the bedding? Can you clean your mean old heart? I doubt it.
But I've always wanted a grandchild.
With the help of our lawyers and their excellent legal team, we were able to get all the money accounted for in the will back from his mother. We were lucky to be able to recoup all of the money that was intended to go to Cole. We were also able to arrange for the donation to the orphanage to be made in full. I can't begin to tell you how thankful they were. We were able to pay back all of the money we had borrowed to pay for Cole's father's funeral. It was such a relief to have the debt paid off. After the family learned about everything she had done, they distanced themselves from Cole's mother. No one wants anything to do with her anymore. No one ever visits her. She spends most of her afternoons alone, feeding pigeons in the park. She's fallen so deeply in love with the pigeons that it has gotten out of hand. The birds are so comfortable, they sit on her shoulders. She's gotten a reputation around town as the bird lady. 1 year later, I was able to become pregnant. We are planning to leave the money that Cole's father left us for his grandchild's education. We've set up a trust for the future, and know our baby has a great future ahead. We use the rest of the money to donate supplies to various orphanages. We choose a different orphanage every year and make sure each child has a school bag, clothes, and everything they need for the coming school year. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button for more great content.
I can't stand this brat's constant crying anymore. I need to get out of the house for a bit. I'm gonna go out to eat. Make him stop by the time I get home.
Can you not call your own child bad names? His name is Henry.
The only good part about a child is the process of making one. After that, they're nothing but a headache.
Don't say such awful things. Besides, what are you so inconvenienced by? You barely look at him.
I don't have time to raise a child. Someone around here has to work.
I still work every day too. Despite that, I manage to get Henry dressed, fed, and I take him to daycare.
So what? Do you expect me to take him to daycare?
Every once in a while, I'd like some help with it, yes. I don't think it would kill you.
If people see me lugging a child all around town, they're gonna assume that I'm a stay-at-home dad. I don't want that kind of rumor spreading. I'm a man. I have to act like one.
No one would spread a rumor over something like that. They would just assume you're a good dad. If you won't help with that, at the very least, help me change him from time to time.
He can't change his diapers on his own yet? What is wrong with him?
He's only 18 months old. There's no way he could do something like that on his own yet. Don't act surprised. You see me changing his diapers all the time. You never offer to help. You just lay down on the sofa and watch TV.
That's because the smell is awful. I would help you if it was odorless, but I'm not gonna get my hands dirty with something like that. I'd never be able to wash out the smell.
It's not like he can help it.
Regardless, raising the child is your job. You only have to work part-time. You have plenty of time to be changing dirty diapers and dealing with daycare.
This again? Does it matter what kind of job I have? Work is work. I put in almost as many hours as you do.
The level of responsibility is completely different between our two jobs.
Should you really be talking about responsibility? You don't take any in regards to raising your own child.
Oh, I have made her mad now. You've changed ever since that kid came into our lives. You used to be so much fun.
That's my line. To be honest, since Henry was born, you've been a terrible partner.
Can you blame me? Listening to that incessant crying every day would make anyone stressed out.
It's a kid's job to cry. That's the only way they know how to communicate their needs.
Oh, whatever. More importantly, you remember what's going on tomorrow, right?
The get-together with your family? Yeah, I remember. I went to the store, got the food and drinks in preparation for it.
Yep, I have some pretty important relatives coming in to visit. Make sure you keep Henry under control. I don't want you to embarrass me.
Are you going to force me to be solely in charge of him then as well? Or are you actually going to help out this time?
Not a chance. The kid is your responsibility. You remember my great aunt, yeah?
Great. I only met her that one time, but yeah, I remember her. She was really sweet. I remember you mentioning she's the richest member of your family. Y'all treat her like the head of your family.
That's right. And tomorrow, she'll be there. Make sure to suck up to her. We need her to be in our good graces.
Don't say that sort of thing out loud. It's super tacky. Besides, if you suck up too hard, it'll come off as disingenuous.
I've heard she's worth tens of millions of dollars. I'll do whatever I can to get a piece of that pie. If we do a good enough job, there's nothing that'll be out of our reach. I'll even be able to afford a Rolex and, hell, even a Ferrari.
You'll never be able to buy that sort of thing on your own salary.
Not with the job I have now, no. I'm sure you'd love riding around town in my Ferrari, though.
Not really. I never really cared about fancy cars. I'd be happy having any old car. Besides, the only things you can think to buy are things for yourself.
I'm a human being. Everyone puts themselves first in all situations. Like you're any different.
I don't know about that anymore. I think I prioritize Henry over myself in all sorts of situations.
I'm sure you do. You're just saying that to make yourself look good. Anyways, don't screw up tomorrow, okay?
I'm an adult. You don't have to tell me how to behave in these situations. Things have gotten a lot more complicated now that Henry is with us. If he wasn't around, I would have gotten divorced a long time ago. My name's Michelle. I'm 29 years old. I got married 2 years ago. Eric works full-time, but he doesn't make enough for us to live off of. As such, we decided that I would need to get a job as well. Not long after being married, I got pregnant. We were blessed with wonderful baby boy. In order to take care of him, I took my maternity leave right after giving birth. It was around this time that Eric's attitude suddenly changed. When he first saw Henry, he thought he was really cute, and I thought he was going to be a great dad. However, as soon as we got home, the crying started. I don't think Eric ever thought about what being a parent entails. He was not mentally prepared at all. He decided to just dump everything child-related on me. He didn't help out with a single thing. I've done my best to manage, but I'm completely fed up with him. I just can't bring myself to leave him, though. Raising Henry in a one-parent household is sure to put strain on him. Fortunately, Eric's family coming in to visit presented me with quite the opportunity.
Where the hell are you? People are hungry and there isn't enough booze. You're supposed to be entertaining my guests.
Where do you think? I am locked in the bathroom. You punched me in the stomach out of nowhere.
Get over it. Henry could wake up at any minute. I don't want him crying and irritating all of our guests. Get down here right now.
No way. I'm in a lot of pain. I feel like I could throw up any moment.
That's not gonna cut it. People are trying to have a good time. You trying to ruin it for them?
How can you treat me like this? Seriously, don't you know what you did is illegal?
You got what you deserved. You ran your mouth and tried to make me look like an idiot.
Yeah, I eventually spoke up. I've spent the last several hours listening to you insult me. How could I let such obvious lies slide?
What are you talking about? I don't recall telling any lies.
You said I was a worthless bum that does nothing around the house. As if that wasn't bad enough, you also told everyone I don't do anything for Henry. Then you had the nerve to tell everyone you do all the childcare on your own?
So what? I said that to make myself look better. I want my aunt to think highly of me. Don't you want me to get my Ferrari?
I really don't care about that. Besides, you kept introducing yourself as the handsome and popular Eric, then gave people thumbs up. What the hell is that?
I was just making a joke. Figured it would make me look more personal.
No one laughed. And you kept doing it. I think it had quite the opposite effect.
My joke didn't land, so what? Why didn't you laugh? Your job is to make me look good. Had you taken some initiative, others might have joined in.
No one was going to laugh at that cringy joke whether I chimed in or not. Had I laughed, we both would have looked like idiots.
Nah, people would have laughed. I know it. You failed as a wife yet again.
You just need to learn to take a hint. You kept trying the same joke on everyone you saw. Is that the only one you prepared?
I don't care what the rest of the family thinks. As long as my aunt is flattered, that is all that matters. But you are making that hard for me. You are just sitting by yourself in silence like some kind of weirdo.
After everything you told your family? You want me to just walk up and introduce myself as Eric's worthless wife?
Why not stay that way then? Why couldn't you let me have my moment in the sun? You freaked my cousins out when you barged into the middle of our conversation, yelling about how I'm lying.
Yeah, well, I hit a wall. I let it pass once or twice, but you kept repeating it to everyone in the room. I was done.
You are worthless. You have to throw a tantrum because someone said something that you didn't like?
Is calling you out a tantrum? I couldn't stand listening to it anymore. I left to get some air and check on Henry. I gave you space to talk all the trash you wanted to your family.
You are so dramatic.
You're lucky Henry can't talk yet. He would call you out on all your lies in an instant.
That's because he's an idiot just like you. All you'd be doing is making things harder for yourselves. Making me look bad is only going to result in my aunt giving us less money. Just stand by my side obediently. At least play the part of a good wife.
Who the hell do you think you are? Was punching me in the stomach your way of making sure I don't reveal any more of your lies?
It worked, didn't it? Had I known it would be this effective, I'd have done it ages ago. If you tried running your mouth again, there's another one waiting for you.
What a joke. Double down on your pathetic behavior?
Oh, whatever. Have you seen my aunt? I haven't seen her since you ran off.
How would I know where she is? I'm locked in a room by myself.
Ugh, this was supposed to be a big day for me. I set all this up to impress her, and now I can't even find her.
Actually, hold up.
What now? Oh, good lord, the kid is at it again. Make him stop crying now.
He is?
He stinks. He must have crapped himself. Get back here already and change his diaper, okay? You're making me look bad.
I told you to hold up a minute.
For what? Out with it. Changing Henry is more important.
I'm not going to help you. Figure it out on your own.
Where the hell is this coming from all of a sudden? You are gonna neglect your own child?
You bragged all day about how good you are with kids. Now is your time to shine.
Funny joke. I am not touching a soiled diaper. Get yourself over here now and take care of it.
Not a joke. Change your first diaper in front of your family.
Nah, I'm good. Henry needs you.
I'm going to take it easy for a bit longer. I'm still not feeling good. Good luck with the diaper.
Hey, this is important. Would you get back here already? What the hell have you been doing?
Did you manage to change him? Is your family wowed?
I am not touching that. Everyone is starting to laugh at me. Get back here already.
Oh no, that's so terrible. That must be so hard on you.
Oh, shut it. It doesn't help that my aunt suddenly came back. She asked me to show off my parental skills. Oh, what am I supposed to do now? My family cheered me on and everything, but I couldn't force myself to do it. God, it is disgusting.
You'll just have to try harder. I know you know how. I've showed you countless times.
I wasn't paying attention to that. So, how are you supposed to know which side is which? Or does it not matter?
It matters. Just look on the diaper. It's clearly marked on there. Are you really struggling this hard?
I didn't realize you have wipes for his poop. I just used my hand to clean it. Oh, my hand reeks.
What? This isn't that hard. I'm starting to feel really bad for Henry.
I'm not there anymore. One of my cousins started laughing when I wiped Henry with my hand. I bolted. I'm out back trying to clean my hand off with the hose.
That went worse than I would have thought. I guess I'll have to come back and finish changing him.
I looked like such an idiot. There's no way I'm gonna get back into my aunt's good graces now.
This is on you. You were the one who thought it would be a good idea to appeal to your fatherly nature.
No, this is your fault. Had you just returned when I said, no one would have suspected a thing.
Oh, it looks like someone's finished changing Henry.
Who did that?
Your aunt did, apparently. She felt bad leaving him there lying in his own filth.
Why did she help now? She should have helped me from the get-go when I was clearly struggling.
She wanted to see what you were capable of, especially after you spent the whole day talking about how good you were at it. That's what she told me, at least.
Huh? When did you talk to her?
Your aunt actually followed me to the bathroom after you punched me. She was worried about me and we talked.
Oh, she saw that?
She wasn't the only one, but yeah, she saw. You weren't exactly sneaky about it.
I wasn't? Oh, don't lie. I made sure no one was looking before I punched you.
Clearly, you didn't look thoroughly enough. Your aunt had been watching you all night since you were acting so strangely.
Strange? Me?
All the things you were saying were obvious red flags. No one talks about their wife that way and brags so obnoxiously without it catching someone's attention. Besides, I wasn't acting my normal self either. How could I, given the circumstances? You made us easy targets.
I can't believe that she saw that. Oh, I am screwed.
She was going to reprimand you on the spot when you hit me. First, though, she wanted to check if I was okay. I did dash off suddenly.
So when you were saying hold up to me, you were actually just talking to my aunt?
I was. I guess it took her a little bit of time to find me. When she finally did, we talked for a minute.
Oh, why didn't you tell me? Were you just trying to make me look worse? What kind of nonsense did you even tell her?
I am not doing you any favors after you hit me. Besides, your aunt was just trying to help me feel better. I was super grateful. I just told her how much it meant that she checked on me.
That's all?
You wish. She did see you assault me after all. She pleaded with me to get a divorce as soon as possible.
Oh my god, this couldn't have gone worse for me.
Yep, you screwed this one up. Henry started crying as she was tending to my stomach. She told me to just relax for a bit, that she would handle it.
I see. She knew I couldn't change a diaper from the get-go. She was just trying to humiliate me in front of everyone.
No one sides with the wife beater. That sort of thing might have slid 50 years ago, but those days are long gone.
You think I care? I'll hit you whenever I want.
Now you've said it. I've been sharing everything you've said with your family.
What? Where are you?
Your attempts to look good flop pretty hard. No one wants anything to do with you anymore.
That's ridiculous.
It was a unanimous decision. This is definitely a day none of them will forget. I'll give you that.
Let's not be hasty now. It was just a simple mistake.
I'm going to include myself in the group of people who are cutting you off. Expect divorce papers ASAP. Of course, I'll be seeking that maximum child support and alimony I can get as well.
Huh? You don't get to decide that sort of thing on your own.
It shouldn't be hard to get, especially since I'll be turning you into the police for assault. Fortunately, there were plenty of witnesses.
Don't do that.
You were dumb enough to admit to assaulting me via text, too. I probably don't even need the eyewitnesses' accounts, but they are nice to have. I checked the baby monitors you installed, too. That was probably the one thing you actually helped with.
Oh, crap, I forgot about those.
Oh, crap is right. It's hard to make out, but there's video evidence of you hitting me, too. I don't think you'll be able to weasel your way out of this one. There's entirely too much evidence. This case should be a slam dunk.
What's gonna happen to me? Can you get arrested for this sort of thing?
For assault? Yeah, you can get arrested for assaulting someone. Good luck keeping your job with a felony on your record.
I'm gonna lose my job too? You don't need to report me. We can figure something out.
I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. I've never heard of someone losing everything in one day.
I can't accept this. This was supposed to be my day. The day I finally made a good enough impression to buy my first Ferrari.
This seems like a fitting punishment. Besides, did you actually think you'd impress your aunt enough to where she would give you a Ferrari? Apparently, she hates suck-ups.
I see the error of my ways. I'll come back now and properly apologize to everyone. Let's start over.
Don't bother coming back. No one wants an apology from someone covered in poop.
Oh, give me a break. I cleaned my hand already.
Regardless, no one else wants to see you. Leave us alone.
We can figure something out.
Eric didn't heed my warning. He came back and begged everyone for forgiveness. Shockingly, it didn't work. Everyone just up and left. I was able to file for divorce without any pushback from Eric. I think he finally was broken. The judge awarded me everything I was seeking. I will be receiving enough alimony to live comfortably and enough child support to take care of Henry for the foreseeable future. I still ended up reporting Eric for his assault. He was arrested and charged. When his boss caught wind of it, he fired Eric on the spot. After his release, Eric lives in a rundown apartment working multiple part-time jobs just to get by. His support payments were never decreased, and my fervor to receive them never went away. Until the day that Henry can support himself on his own, I'll do whatever I can to make sure he lives a happy and healthy life. After everything was settled, Eric's aunt reached out to me. She offered to help out if things ever got tough. With her support, I have a good feeling that everything will work out. I'll just keep doing everything I can to give Henry the life he deserves. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. See you next time!
I've been thinking about our family a lot lately. I'm really glad we got married. That's a little out of the blue. What's up? You know how me and the kids are going to stay with my family a bit to give you a break? You're just so busy with your job. I want to help you out.
Oh, about that. I was thinking, maybe you guys shouldn't leave this year. This summer, why don't you stay here?
But my mom really looks forward to having us every year. I don't think I could rob her of that.
Do you feel comfortable looking after the kids by yourself?
I love spending time with the kids. You can leave it to me. I can handle the childcare. It's 10 times easier than my job anyway.
You say that now, but think about it. I'm the one that takes care of them every day.
That isn't true at all. I always take care of them when you're at work.
You just plop them down in front of the TV. All you do is play games on your phone while they watch show after show.
I totally look after them. I check in on them every few minutes. I have to pay pretty close attention to both of them and the games. It takes a lot of concentration, you know. It's hard work.
That isn't exactly what I would call looking after the kids. I can't help but worry about it.
To be honest, I haven't really put my heart into it before. But this summer is going to be different. I'm going to be a whole new me.
And why exactly haven't you been able to put your heart into it before now?
I've been using work as an excuse not to really help with any of the childcare. I regret that. I feel bad about it now.
Really? What's changed?
I've just been thinking a lot lately. I've realized something about myself. I have to change. I can't go on like this.
I never thought you would ever say something like that to me. I don't even know if I should believe you. I want to, though.
Of course you should. It's important for a husband and wife to be on a team. We have to support each other. Thank you for everything you do, honey. I feel a little embarrassed or sheepish or I don't even know what for saying it, but thank you. I feel really thankful for you.
No, don't feel bad. I'm just so happy to hear you say that. The words alone are enough to make me smile.
That's why you don't have to worry at all. We're going to have a great summer at my parents' house, and I'm going to do my best to be a really good dad.
I'm glad you feel that way. I really am. I'm just still a little uncomfortable with the idea is all.
When you say it like that, you make me not even want to try. I really wanted to give it a go, too. I want to be there for you and to be a great dad to the kids.
Well, if anything were to happen, you promise to let me know right away, right?
Of course. I promise to be in contact regularly and to let you know how things are going. I'm a grown-up. I can handle this.
Okay then. I believe you. Let's give it a try.
Great. Just leave everything to me. I'll go ahead and let my mom know we're coming.
All right. Thank you. My name is Melinda. My husband's name is Gabe. We first met each other at work. We flirted a little at work and couldn't help it. A romance was kindled. We fell in love and got married. My husband has a way with words. He is known around the office as a bit of a clown, and he's always the life of the party, so to speak. When we are at work, I always hear him talking about how hard it is to raise children. He makes a lot of jokes about how tough it is to be a parent. But the truth of the matter is, he doesn't do a thing at home. He never helps me with the kids at all. Everyone is always telling me how I'm so lucky to have married such a family man, or that I must have him whipped, or don't I rely on him too much? It drives me crazy. I don't want to embarrass my husband or ruin his reputation, so I never say anything. To make things more complicated, he's a bit of a mama's boy, but my mother-in-law and I don't get along very well. She clearly is the kind of woman that prefers her sons, especially her eldest. She doesn't really show any interest in anyone other than boys. She's super sweet to my son. My daughter, on the other hand, she can be downright mean to her. I've even seen her glare at her from time to time. I even tried talking to my husband about it. I wanted my kids to be treated equally. It's not too much to ask. It turned into a bit of a heated argument and didn't go well at all. I feel like I have to watch over them on a daily basis to keep my daughter from noticing how different she's treated. Now I just regret ever bringing it up. How are the kids doing? Are they having fun?
They're doing great. I'm keeping a close eye on them and making sure they are taken care of all day, so you don't need to worry about anything.
Are you missing me at all?
On the contrary, no one is nagging me at all, so I'm getting to relax.
I'm glad you guys are all having such a good time. It makes me feel better already. But if something comes up, you'll tell me, right? And if the kids are naughty, you'll set them straight, right?
You don't have to remind me, you know. I'm on it. I've got this dad thing down pat.
I've never been apart from the kids for this long. It's hard for me. I'm missing you all.
This is a time for you to just focus on your job and getting some well-needed rest without us. Don't worry about the kids. I got this.
I can't help it. I'm their mom. It's impossible not to worry about them. Have you taken any pictures of the kids? I'd love to see them.
We've been so busy I haven't thought to take any pictures. I haven't had a break since we got here, you know.
You aren't just too glued to your phone to take any pictures, are you?
Seriously. When we're at home, I have plenty of time to putz around on my phone when you get home from work. But right now, I'm taking care of them 24 hours a day. You get it, right? As a mom.
Yeah, I know it can be really hard to handle them on your own. I would think you'd have had a chance to take at least one picture, though.
You know me, I'm a perfectionist. When I say I'm watching the kids, I mean I'm really watching them. I suppose it's a different story for a smartphone addict like yourself, but I've got this.
I only glance at my phone now and then when I'm watching the kids. That's how addicted I am.
It is what it is, right? If I have time to take some pictures, I'll be sure to send them your way.
Thanks. I appreciate it. I also wanted to talk to you about our daughter for a minute.
What now? I'm really busy.
Is your mom making an effort to play with her too? She isn't leaving her out, is she?
What are you trying to say?
Your mom can be really sweet to boys, but she can be tough on girls. I've heard her get pretty sharp with Nellie now and then. It worries me for her.
Are you trying to say that my mom isn't good to our daughter? Is that what you're getting at?
I guess I am.
Why on earth would you think that? I know you don't get along with my mom, but there's no reason for you to complain about her all the time. Knock it off already.
But think about it. She buys Jack anything he wants at all. I don't think she's ever even bought Nellie something as small as a piece of candy.
It's just been bad luck for her so far, that's all. She needs to learn how to ask nicely to get what she wants.
That's not it at all. You remember the brooch that she made for your mom? Nellie gave it to her, and she threw it in the trash, right in front of her. You remember that, don't you?
You're still keeping that old story up? You don't have to like her, but you don't have to lie about her either.
No matter how many times I tell you the exact same story, you won't believe me at all. Why not?
You and my mom are different people. That's true. But she's also an old pro at raising kids. She knows what she's doing. Maybe she just has her own style of discipline that you aren't used to.
How is it discipline when you throw away a gift from a little girl?
You think you know everything, do you? I don't want to hear it from you. You got that? When you're an expert with years of experience like my mom, then you can give me your opinion. Until then, keep it to yourself.
I've never said I was perfect. I know that I'm not. But I'm doing my best. I wish you wouldn't talk to me like that. It isn't very kind.
If it was just me you were complaining about, I wouldn't care. But you're talking bad about my mom here. I don't think anyone would be okay with that. Do you?
I'm telling you, she doesn't treat the kids equally. I'm just asking for you to please be careful and pay attention. I feel bad for Nellie.
I'm here and looking after them, remember? Everything is going to be fine. You can let it go already. Just relax.
You promise? No exceptions?
Man, you can be annoying when you want to be. Right now, you need to focus on work, not the kids. You picked work over them anyway right now. If you would just let it go and focus on work, it would be fine.
I can't help it. They said it was a work emergency. They asked me so quickly. What was I supposed to do? I couldn't say no. You work in the same office as me. You know how heavy the workload can get.
Nope. If it was me, I'd tell them no.
You can say that because they aren't depending on you.
It doesn't matter. This whole summer break, I'm going to be looking after the kids, okay? I'll keep both eyes on them. You can breathe easy.
I don't know.
Look, the kids need me right now. I've got to go.
Okay. If you have a chance, please take some pictures and send them to me.
Man, you're persistent. Don't get your hopes up, but I'll try. Talk to you later. It's Jack. He's been kidnapped.
What? Are you serious?
Give me a second to tell you. It was your sister. She took him.
You even remember what she looks like?
This is all your fault. My mother is crying her eyes out right now. What is going on? Tell me.
Is she really?
She was playing with him at the park when all of a sudden he was yanked out of her arms. We've been in a panic.
So what?
What is wrong with you? How can you talk like that at a time like this? Give me my son back. What about your daughter? Now that you mention it, she isn't here.
Who was looking after her?
My mom was supposed to be watching her.
That's funny. Let me tell you what I heard. I heard that our daughter was tumbling around in the corner of the park. She fell and was lying there in terrible shape.
No way.
So there were 2 adults there, and neither one of you saw her fall? Neither of you saw her lying there. What exactly were you doing?
She was being a bit of a brat and she said she wanted to play by herself. I was just letting her do what she wanted.
But you were both in the park with her, weren't you? So you were able to see her, weren't you?
She must have fallen when I was looking away for just a minute.
And you gave food to her brother but didn't give her any, right? You brought something to eat for everyone else, but not her.
Why the heck would I do that?
Do you have any idea what Nellie said when my sister ran over to check on her?
I don't know.
She said, "I think Grandma hates me. She tells me that I can't eat. She tells me she doesn't want me and doesn't need me, so I shouldn't eat. I want to go home to Mama." That's what she said.
You're exaggerating. Today was really hot. She probably just got overheated and fell down, that's all. And she is fed. My mom has no reason to say such horrible things.
Is that so? Then tell me why she's lost weight while she's been there. And why are our son's clothes spotless, but poor Nellie's clothes are filthy? I asked her how long it's been since her clothes were washed.
Stop assuming the worst. It's all just coincidence. It's chance, nothing more.
Haven't you wondered why my sister was around in the first place?
Do you know what she was doing there?
I was talking to our manager. He told me that he had actually asked you to work over the break.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You told him that your mother was in poor health and that you needed to spend your vacation looking after her. You asked him to ask me to come in and work the holiday instead of you. And you told him that you were going to take the kids with you since I was going to be so busy.
That's pretty much what happened, isn't it?
You told him that things aren't good between your mother and I, so you had to go. You grumbled to him about how you were going to have to do everything all by yourself and how hard it was going to be. It sounds like you did nothing but complain about it.
Complain? It isn't complaining, it's just telling the truth.
It gave me a bad feeling. I asked my sister to go check in on you guys to see how things were going. I can't imagine what would have happened if I had waited any longer.
You're exaggerating again. I'm not causing any problems at work, am I? So that's all good. And there's nothing wrong with Nellie either, right?
I will never forgive you for this.
So I made a mistake. My mom was telling me that she can never just be herself and play with Jack when you're around. You always meddle. She asked me to make sure you didn't come. I just wanted to make her happy.
That's no reason to lie to me, Gabe. That doesn't make everything all right. That's also no reason to ignore your daughter or quit looking after her.
Fine. To tell you the truth, me and my mom both can't help it. We just care about Jack. He's my son and he's the only boy heir in the family.
Do you really mean that?
I mean, think about it. When Nellie gets married, she's going to just join some other family. She'll be like a stranger. But a son is different. He carries on the family name. So you can keep Nellie if you want to, but give me back my son. Bring Jack back to me.
If I let you anywhere near our kids, it would be a huge mistake. There's no way I will ever give them back to you.
I told you, you can keep the girl. Just give me my son.
I have no interest in speaking to you about this any further.
Do you really want to go there? My mom is going to talk to the police right now.
Go right ahead. Do as you like. I'm not the one that is going to be in trouble here, though. It'll be you. You know that, right? I don't think you realize just how much trouble you are in yet.
If you just shut up and listen, it would feel a lot better.
Think about it. I haven't been able to leave work. I've been here because I've had to be here. But I've shown all of these messages to our manager.
What?
He noticed that I seemed upset. He said something was obviously wrong and he wanted to check on me. He's been worried, so as soon as I got to work this morning, he had me come to his office.
What have you done? What did he do?
Also, you said you were going to go to the police. You don't have to do that.
Why wouldn't I? What are you getting at?
My sister already went to the police. Aren't you glad she saved you the time? You don't have to bother going to the station or calling them. They'll be by to visit you shortly.
I don't understand what you mean.
Apparently there were some reports from your neighbors there as well. I think you probably won't be able to come home for a long time.
Stop with the jokes. It was a lot harder to keep up with the kids than I thought it would be. That's all. I just lost control of the situation for a little bit. You're their mother. You know how hard it can be. From here on out, I'll do better. Much better. We can work this out. Give me a chance.
This wasn't just a little bit. You don't get to mess up this badly and get a second chance.
I know I messed up. I can see where I went wrong. But we're family, right? You've got to forgive me. Oh my God! I can't believe this. You were serious! A patrol car just pulled up outside. I don't know what to do.
I wouldn't know. I'm not really interested in someone that is going to be a stranger in the future.
What's going to become of me? All of the neighbors are crowding around outside too. I want to get out of here, but there's nowhere to go. I can't run away. This is really scary.
First, you're going to be dealing with the police. After that, you'll be dealing with my lawyer. You're in for a rough road ahead. I've already started the divorce papers. Have the good sense to just sign them.
Wait just a minute. You can't just leave me like this. You've got to help me. Please.
We don't have anything further to discuss. From now on, anything you want to say to me, you can say to my lawyer. Goodbye.
I don't know what I should do. And what about my mother? The police are banging on the door now. Come on, answer me. You've got to help me.
My husband and his mother tried to escape out the back door. Luckily, the neighbors managed to catch them before they got very far. They were taken to the police. I've heard that they tried to blame everything on me during the interrogation. But it didn't matter. Several of the neighbors came forward to give statements, along with my sister. My sister took my daughter to the police station as well. They were able to document her condition. Thankfully, it helped me get a divorce without any difficulties. The judge sided with me immediately. My husband was also fired from his job. I was so thankful I didn't have to work with him anymore. My now ex-husband and his mother harassed me constantly. They wanted me to give them custody of our son. Thankfully, the police were able to help me out again. I had the full support of the courts and was able to keep full custody of both of my children. We received a restraining order and a lump sum settlement. I decided it was best for the children and myself to move as far away as possible. I've heard a rumor that his mother has been pressuring him to remarry. I'm sure she wants a chance to have another grandson. However, I've also heard his reputation precedes him now. All the women that meet him and his mother feel unsafe. No one wants to be his wife or to have such a horrible family. I think it's going to be hard for him to find someone else to marry at this point. My poor daughter has a lot of trauma to heal. I'm so sorry for all the damage that her heart has taken from this. I'm determined to give her as much love as I possibly can. I'm going to raise her to know she is loved and that she's important. I don't want her to ever forget that. Of course, I have 2 children that I love equally. My son will also have a good childhood. I'm going to make sure they both know how wonderful and how loved they are. I'll never let anyone treat either of them differently again. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button for more great content.
Lisa, how could you do this to me? I can't believe that you didn't invite me to go to the buffet with you guys next week. You left me out of this on purpose, didn't you? You're going to regret this, you know. Oh my God, Anna, not this again. What do you mean? Yes, you did this to me again. No, I'm talking about this situation. We've been through this before. Tell me where you guys are gonna have lunch next week. Tell me! I'm sorry, but I can't invite you. And we're also not going to a buffet. I have no idea where you heard that from. That's not the answer I was looking for. You should be apologizing to me and inviting me to the lunch. What is wrong with you? There is nothing wrong with me. What's wrong with you? I think we both know why you're not getting invited out to lunch, don't we now? You always bring your family and you guys all eat a truckload of food and then leave without paying the bill. That's not my fault at all. It's your fault for taking so long to finish your food. Why should I wait around for you guys to finish eating? It's a complete waste of my time, and my time is precious. Well, if your time is so precious as you put it, you should go and eat out by yourself, without me next time. Or at least pay your half of the bill before leaving the restaurant. You really are such a stingy pig. I can't believe you're being so persistent about the bill. You're probably the only person in our group who thinks like that. Aren't you embarrassed? Actually, it's not just me that feels this way. All of our other mom friends are tired of paying for you every time we go out to eat. Huh, like I'm gonna believe that. You know that's just a lie that you made up. Everyone else seems really happy when I go to lunch with them. They're always amazed by how much food I'm able to eat. I'm pretty sure that they're just being polite. You're just jealous because I'm so much more popular than you. I'm loved by everyone, and that's why they're all okay to pay for my food. How do you even come to a conclusion like that? I've always been the most popular girl ever since college. Everyone looks up to me and respects me. I'm pretty sure that all our mom friends are really happy that they get to be my friend. You're out of your mind. When are you finally going to realize that everyone thinks you're crazy and a burden to us? Hey! You better not be making fun of the fact that I dropped out of high school. You're a high school dropout? This is why you have no friends. You always try to correct whatever I say. Just shut up. What the heck? But you're not, are you? I swear I heard you talking to one of your friends who went to the same college as you or something. Well, I don't know how that happened, but yes, I dropped out of high school. Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry I didn't know that. You just don't understand how I feel. You have a degree and a really successful husband. I'm just a dropout that has a very average husband. That's why it feels horrible that you're treating me like this when you're so well off. So stop looking down on me. That's not what I'm doing. I already told you why I didn't invite you out to lunch. That's not fair. You just assume that I'm too poor to even come out to have lunch with you guys, isn't it? I'm so upset that you think of me that way. I don't think that you're poor at all. You always carry around those expensive brand name bags and jewelry. Oh, so you're interested in how I can afford everything I have, huh? That's just great. No, I never said that I was interested. I just noticed it before, you know? It's so difficult to have a normal conversation with you when you're being this defensive, Anna. I actually have a secret as to how I can get everything really cheap. Right, well, good for you. Just in case there's a misunderstanding here, I'm really not interested in that, so there's no need to tell me. And now you're being so rude to me. I was gonna offer to do you a favor. Stop being so stuck up and just accept it. I know people and I can hook you up to a great deal. Don't you want to know how? How about you stop spending money on that stuff and pay for your own bill when we all eat out next time? There's literally no point in spending money on something that's just gonna disappear, is there? Also, it's kind of obvious that rich people like you should be paying for those who can't necessarily afford it. You graduated college, so you understand that logic, right? The rich help out the less privileged, if you like. So you're saying that I have an obligation to pay for your meals? That's exactly what I'm saying. Why did it take you so long to understand? I'm basically a famous supermodel. You guys should all be grateful that I even come out to eat lunch with y'all. Now hurry up and tell me where you guys are gonna have lunch. I wanna be invited. Now you're claiming that you're a supermodel. You really are crazy, Anna. And I'm sorry, but I've already made the reservations and it can't be changed. You think I'm gonna believe that? Call the restaurant and ask them to make 20 extra portions of food. 20? How much do you plan on eating? You better get this done or I'm just gonna eat everyone else's food instead. I think you're just gonna need to give up this time around, Anna. I'll make sure to try to get you invited next time, okay? That That's it. I've had enough of this. I'm gonna find the restaurant and go there myself, and you're gonna regret not inviting me in the first place. Hey there, my name is Lisa, I'm 36, and as you saw, I'm having a very difficult time dealing with one of my mom friends. Her name is Anna. She always brings her entire family to our lunch gatherings who eat like crazy animals before leaving without paying the bill. It honestly seems like there's no end to their stomachs, and hers too. She eats like an elephant, I'm telling you. Last time we all went to a steakhouse and she told us that she was going to the restroom and just left. Can you believe it? This week we're planning on going to a restaurant for lunch, but I'm a little worried after the exchange that I just had with her. I made sure to tell all my mom friends to keep the restaurant a secret from her so that she doesn't join us. Unfortunately, she somehow managed to track us down, and then this happened. Hey, guess what? I arrived before all of you guys. Anna, what are you talking about? So it's just under an hour before you guys got here. You better get here early or I'm gonna finish everything. You know what time we're meeting. So you're finally starting to realize how amazing I am at being a detective, huh? It's about time. Oh, the food smells absolutely amazing. I really can't wait to tuck in. So you're already sitting at the table? Of course I am. Did you really expect me to wait outside in the freezing cold? How did you even manage to get inside? Did you seriously just ask me that? I just pulled the door open and went inside. I really can't wait for my food. I'm just gonna start eating without you guys. Wait, don't do that. Would you just wait till everyone else arrives? Why should I? I already asked the waiter to bring out the appetizers. Oh, the chicken nuggets are so good. I'm gonna have to order more of this. I'm in heaven. There's not gonna be any food left for the rest of us at this rate. It's first come, first served. It's not my fault that all of you are so late. I just had the grilled chicken with mac and cheese ordered to the table as well. I had that specially prepared for today. The lunch is totally ruined now and we're not even there. This is why you should have just invited me in the first place. I warned you that I would make you regret not inviting me. Okay, I'm sorry that I didn't invite you. Would you please just wait until I get there at least? How much longer are you gonna take? I think I can get there in around 30 minutes. Okay, cool. There's no need for you to rush though. Take all the time that you need. You're planning to finish all the food before I get there, aren't you? Bingo! That's exactly my plan. I'm gonna head home once I finish eating. I'll leave the bill for you guys though. I'm a high school dropout, so I'm not very good at calculating these things, you see? Anna, you can't just keep on using that as an excuse for everything. You better not leave before I get there. I'm actually almost done though. All I have is this great piece of salmon steak with curly fries and then the dessert and I'll be ready to go. I'll let them know that you're paying. You were the one who organized this lunch, so that makes sense, right? Thanks, Lisa. Anna, stay where you are. Don't you dare leave without paying the bill. It's such a shame that you didn't make it here in time. Thanks for treating me to all the delicious food. I'm completely stuffed. I even ended up ordering most of the desserts on the menu. I even brought 8 of my relatives with me today. They're all really satisfied with the food. I can't believe that you guys still aren't here yet. We're gonna leave now. Wait, which restaurant are you even at? I'm at the Golden Yak. Geez, you're the one who reserved a table and you don't even remember the name. Oh, please. Where is everyone? I don't think anyone's gonna turn up at this rate. Huh? We're all here and started eating. What? I don't see you anywhere. We're on the 2nd floor. Wait, hold on a minute. Are you at the one in Halsey Avenue? Yeah, of course I am. That's what it said in the Facebook group for this lunch gathering. Oh, so that's where you are. How much did the bill come out to in the end? $5,000. I can't believe this place is so expensive. Thank God I don't have to pay. Good luck paying for all this. So, were you guys on the 1st floor or something? I need to hand this bill over to you. We're not at the restaurant. We're eating at my house. What? Well, we were originally planning on eating out at the restaurant, but we decided not to at the last minute. We decided we'd get a takeout and watch a movie while eating food instead. So, you guys aren't gonna come here? Why would we? We had all the food delivered here around 20 minutes ago. Oh, the food smells so good. I can't wait to tuck in as well. How come I don't know about any of this? Lisa! What's gonna happen to this bill then? Who's gonna be paying for it? Why are you even asking me that? It's obvious, isn't it? You and your relatives are the ones who ate the food, so you should be paying for it? No. You're the one that's paying for all this. You never told me that you guys were getting takeout instead. That's because I don't have to tell you about it. You were never invited in the first place. You completely tricked me into this. This is a scam. I didn't trick you at all. You tried to invite yourself to the lunch by following our Facebook group, but you weren't updated properly. I'm never going to forgive you for this. I can't believe you do this to me. I'm gonna come and break into your house to ruin your stupid lunch party. Well, you're gonna have to figure out a way to pay the bill first. They're not gonna let you leave without paying. I didn't bring any cash with me. I don't have anything else to pay with either. You're gonna have to come here, Lisa. Well, it's a crime if you dine and dash, right? Just ask one of your relatives to pay. They all said they were going to the restroom and still haven't come back. I'm the only one that's left here. Oh, so all your relatives are just like you. That probably means you're gonna have to pay that bill all by yourself. Lisa, help me out here. Just this once. We're friends, right? Friends? I think you're the only one who thinks that. I've never considered you as a friend. That's such a mean thing to say. I'll forgive you if you help me get out of this situation. I need you to come and pay the bill right away. I don't need your forgiveness. I heard from our other mom friends that you've never paid for your own food or drink in the past. It sounds like you owe everyone a lot of money. Everybody is asking you to pay them back, actually. They've kept all the receipts from the times you've run away. There's no way I'm paying them back. I just told you that I'm in trouble because I'm unable to pay the bill here. Well, you're not going to be able to run away this time round. I really don't know what to do. How about you start by selling off your brand bags? I'm sure they'll fetch a pretty nice amount of money. Actually, I wouldn't recommend doing that because it would be a scam. All your brand items are fake, right? What? How do you know about that? Paige told me about it earlier. She said that you tried to force her to buy one of your fake bags. I heard that you've been making some money by selling fakes online and to your friends too, Anna. That's also a crime, so I'm gonna be reporting you to the police. The police? Why? There's no need for that. What am I meant to do? All the waiters are staring at me and I don't know what to do. They're probably watching over you so that you don't try to run away. The police are probably on their way too because you're refusing to pay. Why is everyone treating me like I'm a criminal or something? That's because you are a criminal. You're planning on receiving a service without paying. Please, would you spot me just this once? Give me a chance to go back home. I'll definitely make sure to pay you back one day. I have no intention of helping you out, so stop asking me. Go and ask the staff about what you should be doing. I'm gonna put down my phone and start enjoying my meal now. I can't wait any longer. No! You can't just leave me in a situation like this. I'm gonna be in so much trouble at this rate. You know that! Yes, and you deserve to be in trouble. Would you please stop messaging me now? I want to enjoy my lunch without you constantly disrupting me. I'm begging you, just this once. I promise I'll pay for my own food from now. I've realized that I've been a huge nuisance to all of you up till now. Oh, you don't need to worry about that either. None of us have any intention of ever going out to eat with you again. We've all had enough of your horrendous and arrogant attitude. Please don't be like that. I really regret what I've done. The food is gonna go cold at this rate. I've really got to put my phone down now. I promise that I'll treat you with respect from now on if you help me out. I'll be a really good friend to you in the future. Actually, I'm planning on blocking you. I don't want to see or talk to you ever again, Anna. You're just bad news. Don't bother trying to message me ever again after today. Good luck in life. Look, I admit that I've been a terrible friend to all of you guys. I really don't know what got into me. The real me is much more likable and kind. Stop making up all these excuses. I don't want to hear it. If you have something to say, go and say it to the police. I'm sure they'd be happy to hear what you have to say about this. There's really no way out of this for you. You're just gonna have to take responsibility for the crimes you've committed. It's up to the police and the restaurant to decide how they penalize you. Now, I've really gotta get going. Goodbye forever, Anna. And I mean it this time. Lisa, no, don't go yet. We still haven't figured anything out. Oh no, the police just came into the restaurant. They're coming upstairs to my table. What do I do? Even after warning her about it, she tried to run away from the police. She made it halfway across the street before being tackled and arrested, though. Shame on her. To our surprise, apparently this was not the first time she'd been arrested. She'd been arrested in the past for dine and dashing, too. She was also reported for fraud as she was selling fake high-end items for a marked-up price online. It seems like she's going to be spending at least a couple years in prison to pay for the multiple crimes she's committed. I wonder if the food in prison is going to be enough for her. It sure isn't going to be some Michelin star quality, that's for sure. The restaurant that she ate at sent an invoice to her for all the food that she and her relatives ate. She's going to have to pay for that once she gets out of prison, too. Her husband was shocked to receive a call from the police, and he was taken aback when they told him about what she'd done. He filed for divorce the very next day. I think that was a great decision. Also, I found out that she was lying about dropping out of high school. In reality, she dropped out of college as she couldn't get enough credits to graduate because she partied too much. As for me, I had a great time with my other mom friends at home, eating and drinking and being merry. I think I'll have to organize another one of these at-home lunch parties. What kind of food do you recommend? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.